What they didn't show, the interview was 1 hour long, right? And they took, I think, maybe 1 minute from the interview.
فطرس مدیا.
I've come to London, one of the world's great cultural crossroads, to meet with members of the Shia community and to learn the story of their chosen one. I'm here to witness the holiest night in Shia Islam, Ashura, the night that commemorates Hussein's violent death almost 14 centuries ago.
So here we are. There's the mosque.
It's kind of exciting sounding.
Well, it's the busiest night in many ways.
With me is historian of Islam, Sajad Rizvi.
The interview, he asked me lots of questions, which are outside. I saw the script before because I discussed it with them. But he then asked many questions outside the script. And the producer kept on saying, please, can you stick to the script? He was asking me all sorts of things about Jesus, about Imam Hussein and Jesus, because I made those sort of connections. I think for when you're speaking to someone like who is a Christian, this is an obvious connection you should make. You know, they have this notion of a sacrifice which is understood in a particular way. We have a notion of sacrifice which is understood in a particular way. But even within our tradition, Jesus and Imam Hussein are very close. You know, we have these hadith that Jesus was born in Karbala. You know, it's in the Bihar Anwar in particular, you have these hadith that Jesus was born in Karbala. And there are many features of him when their mothers were pregnant and so forth, which are very similar, and they're seen in similar ways. So the role we have nowadays is we have to make those links. On this particular day in 680, there was a conflict in which there was Hussein, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, and the forces of the person who declared himself as Caliph, Yazid. When Yazid took power, he was not really pretending to be a moral figure who was standing in the place of the Prophet. Whereas Hussein is trying to adhere to the values of his grandfather.